Hello YouTube. Thought I'd give it a garden update. I hasn't posted anything for a long time, so I thought I would. I have moved to a new location. I live in the suburbs now, instead of out in the country. And I am growing grapes. Two different types of grapes. We have a seed grape and a seedless grape. This is supposed to be a strawberry tasting grape. This is the second year it's been in, and it's looking very nice. I think we have an unwanted guest. I believe it might be a bird. And it is a bird. Well, let's get him out of there. Okay, there you go. Goodness. Well, I guess we will turn that over so that doesn't happen again. Alright, saved the life. Back to the garden. Anyways, this is a grapevine. It's going a little crazy because it's the second year trying to get it to go as high as I can, at which point I will top it and train it to go all the way. I'll eventually get this guy out of here. It was here before I moved in. The previous homeowners did leave the trellis for me, which was very nice. But this side didn't have any grapes, so I went ahead and bought one off of Gurney's. I don't remember the name of it, but it said it would taste like kind of like a strawberry, so I figured, and it's seedless, so I go ahead and ordered it, and we'll see what it does. I haven't had any fruit off of it, but it looks like this year we will. We got our garlic in the front, our radishes, our second go of radishes. We have a flea beetle problem. Those are flea beetles, if you can see them. Not much I can do for those other than putting a net up. But it's such a small garden, I don't mess around with it. We got our lettuces, which I need to harvest. Some basil there. We got some cucumbers. A Roma tomato called a Big Mama from Burpees. If you've never grown them, you might as well try them because they are a very excellent sauce tomato. I use them for salsa. We got some peppers down through there off to the left. Some more cucumbers. And my strawberry patch over here. I don't grow in the ground. Where I live, it's clay soil. So we have our big strawberry patch here with some very nice, decent sized strawberries. Kind of hard to see with the leaf in the way, but I know you can see that. These are called Whopper strawberries, also from Gurney's. They're the only kind I grow now because they are the size of the ones you buy at the store, and they taste very, very good. They're not like those star strawberries or the early Wonder strawberries. I'm sure I'm getting the name wrong, but what are they called? June-bearing strawberries. Those are too tart, and I like a sweeter strawberry, which the Big Whopper definitely does. We got our squash in containers. You can grow squash in your containers. I think that's about a 15-gallon pot, maybe a 20-gallon pot. I've had very good success last year, so I'm doing it again this year. We got another pepper patch here, which the ones on the left here are a Gatherer's Gold pepper, and on the left, a Jimmy Nardello pepper. The Gatherer's Gold peppers are from Tracker Seed Company. I'm sorry, that's not right. Territorial Seed Company. They are a long banana pepper type, but they're orange. And they taste so good. Like an orange bell pepper, but way sweeter. We got a red bell pepper there. Orange bell pepper there. I had some volunteer tomatoes come up. So I'm going to see what those do. Free plants are free plants. All of my plants, which I start indoors under grow lights. None of my plants have been bought. All of this has been started from seed. In the back there, we got some green beans, some cilantro in front, which I've already harvested, and it's coming back for a second harvest. Today is June 17th, I believe. Here we have a big cherry tomato, which is a Super Sweet 100. We got some Sun Gold cherry tomatoes, which you should always grow because they're like candy. Orange cherry tomato, which is very, very good. Big Rainbow, I like those a lot. Sometimes they're called hillbilly tomatoes. As you can see, my pots that I'm growing those in aren't your traditional pots. They are the big blue barrels that I have cut to make pots out of. You can get those from any service center, car service center, and just make sure you ask for the ones that have that they kept the windshield washer fluid in, so that way you're not getting any cross-contamination with any oils or things like that. They work out pretty good. I'd say that's about 16 inches tall. They're what? Almost 30, well, not at 30, I'd say 28 inches across. My parents actually grew their tomatoes the same way out of these types of containers. And man, we had so many tomatoes we didn't know what to do with. This is my first year doing it. I have not had any, I don't have any complaints yet. I mean, this guy is doing very well. This is also another Sun Gold cherry tomato with all the flowers, and we got some fruits at the bottom just starting to set in. Carrots, lots of carrots. We like carrots. We like to store them, freeze them. I got some determinate tomatoes here. I don't remember the names, but I did order them from I don't remember. They are a hybrid type. They're supposed to be frost resistant. Johnny's Seed Company is where I got those from. We got our watermelon with a trellis. I believe that's an orange pepper. And jalapeno back there. And I got some flowers, which those are snapdragons. I don't usually start flowers, but I do start plants, vegetable plants. Let's see, we got another orange bell, jalapeno, and some cayenne peppers. I do start my vegetable plants indoors, and a lady I work with, she starts flowers. So she gave me flowers and I gave her vegetable plants. That's another snapdragon. I did start these California poppies. They're just now starting to bloom today. I started those in the seed in this container. I just put it up here until the flowers started to come out. Those are nasturtiums. Probably not a good idea to put those in a potted hanging pot, but I'm learning. I did have some pansies in the same pot last year, and they obviously went to seed, and now they're volunteering themselves to come up, which I'm okay with that. It looks like I'm gonna have quite a bit, which is fine by me because I like those. And this is my little garden area that I've set aside, kind of out of the way. And the neighbor back there has a very nice garden as well. So you can grow a lot of stuff in a little area. The big patch back here is blackberries and raspberries. This is their second year. So hopefully get some lots of berries. I've already harvested 3 times out of my strawberry bed. This is the second year for it. Usually it takes 2 years so you can get a very good harvest out of your strawberries once you have a place for them. So it's not too late if you want strawberries for next year to buy strawberries now. Order them, get the crowns, put them in, fertilize them, take care of them, and next year you'll get lots of strawberries. A bunch down there. Yeah, I love them. So if you're trying to save some money, you can probably go to the service centers and grab these types of barrels for $5. Sometimes they'll just give them to you because they charge them money to get rid of them. $5 to $15 a barrel, and you get 2 really good sized pots out of them. That big pot that the bird was in over there, that cost me $30. So I got 2 pots for $15, $5. It works. It definitely works. This is a dwarf blueberry and another jalapeno. That's about the size container you want. 15 gallons. And they'll do just fine. Just keep them fertilized twice a week with a water-soluble fertilizer. I use fish emulsion. It's the only thing I use in my garden as far as a liquid fertilizer. I do use a granular fertilizer at the beginning of the year that I put into the soil, way before I put my plants out. So that way that gives the granules time to break down, so that way the nutrient is available right when the plants go in. And it'll gradually feed them throughout the summer. And every 2 weeks I give everybody a fish emulsion liquid feed. Last year in this area I had teddy bear sunflowers, which I did start from seed, and they did very well. And I also had one king sunflower that went to seed, and this guy is the product from last year. He was a volunteer, so I'm going to let him go. So by the time he grows up and shades out the strawberries will be done for the year. So they usually come in at June. First week of June all the way through June and a little bit into July. And by that time, this guy will be shading out this area pretty good. And that's okay. Teddy bear sunflowers also did the same thing. They reseeded themselves, volunteer. So we'll just let them go to bring some flowers in, bring the bees in. Same with my little marigold that I have over here. I had a couple marigolds here last year, and that one is a volunteer, so we'll let him go. My indoor marigold starts did not make it. I was gone for a couple days and it didn't get watered and they died. But that's gardening. You take the free ones and you learn from your mistakes. Definitely put a bird bath in your area. It'll help the birds stay off your fruit so they have something to drink. I've been out here tying up the tomatoes to the poles. If you've never grown the Sun Gold cherry tomatoes, you're missing out. I highly recommend them. They've been a part of my garden for the last 4 years. I will not have a garden without them. As well as the Jimmy Nardello peppers, which are, they look like a chili pepper because they're red and real skinny and long. Look exactly like a chili pepper, but they're not. They're a sweet pepper. And they are delicious. I put those into my salsa that I make at the end of the year. And it just makes a very sweet salsa, which is what I like. My wife likes it as well. I'll definitely put some more garden updates as the season goes on. Thanks for watching.